During COVID, like, thank God Sweet Loren's has done really well these last, several years. Like we've had, 40, 50% growth rate. We've, you know, during COVID, we were thankfully a business that people like, bought
I
off the
assume you
shelf.
exploded during
Yeah,
during COVID.
we did because, people were relying on the food in supermarkets and people were home with their kids and want to entertain their kids and people wanted healthier options. And, so we checked off all those boxes, but there was a point, so between COVID, um, we went remote during COVID and stayed remote. So that was another challenge. We had to raise our price because, cost of goods went up so dramatically. Just inflation in general. I mean, we've had so many crazy big things happen over the last couple of years, and Sweet Lawrence has figured out how to ride it. But one of the scariest things that happened was um, there was a major shortage of oat flour. We use a lot of oat flour, and during COVID, there was a major shortage, and or kind of right after COVID, COVID was still happening, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like the height of it. Just supply chain issues were happening, um, and so we had to get a new supplier from overseas, and you know, normally we wouldn't move fast with a new supplier. We would do a ton of checking and
Mm.
they gave us false paperwork, they gave us a false sample, and then when they actually sent over product, they sent over, our product is gluten free, so everything we do has to be really clean and safe. And they sent over some flour that was contaminated and had some gluten in it, and it was spotty. Like not all of it had gluten, but parts of it, to the point where like we had to just make that gut, answer of just no, we're not using any of it, even though there was millions of pounds bought, we're not using any of it, returning it, throwing away product. It was hundreds of thousands of dollars we threw away, just to
Holy
honestly just to
shit.
protect the brand and to make sure no one got sick. And thankfully no one got sick and there wasn't any issues. But you have to make decisions like that where you're just, you know, what are you going to do? To me, again, quality is everything, right? Like for
Wow.
people to be able to rely and trust Sweet Loren's is everything. So it was the right move for us, but like it still hurts when I think about, you know, like the hundreds of thousands of dollars that were thrown away.